Okay, hello everyone. Let's talk about another research study that I am willing to conduct over there. During our mission in December, MAU 1119, we performed this study and we found very interesting results out of it. This study is basically to see it's a cognitive testing to see how various participants have their mindset and their mental state when they are performing teleanesthesia, telesurgery, suturing, using virtual reality or in the real life situation. So it's a comparison between these two studies, and along with that, um, we also trying to get the results out of the study when the participants are performing mindfulness activities like yoga, meditation, or body mapping. So it's very interesting results we have achieved so far, and we're planning to do this one again a longitudinal study with MAU, and this study is again a collaboration study of Embry-Riddle and MAU with Dr. Eric Sweethouse and with me. Okay, so for this particular study, um, let me share the screen to show you. Give me just a second. Okay, so this particular for this like you can see the title of the study. This particular study is a cognitive function of medical doctors performing telesurgery and effectiveness of mindfulness training. So for this particular study, what we will do is we have headsets like these. These are the headsets that we're going to put on your head, and they are not connected to any wires or anything. So there is nothing to worry about whether you can get any electric shocks or anything like that. It is just a headset, just a regular headset. And so we're going to put this headset on your head, and we have a software in our system. So the time you will perform any of the telesurgery or teleanesthesia, it is to see that how your brain is acting at that time. There are various waves which are like stress waves, performance waves, excitement waves. So there are various waves that actually are there in your brain. So the time you do any activities, so some people they get nervous, so their stress level go high, and some people they get excited. So it's very interesting to see that how and which part of your brain get active with your emotions and during the time of telesurgery and teleanesthesia. So this is basically in this study, pretty much this is what we're going to do. It's based on like the time you will be wearing the virtual reality goggles and doing the teleanesthesia and telesurgery. We will be asked to put these headsets on your head for 10 to 15 minutes or so, and we will track your performance at that time. And then again, the time you will be doing in a real life, not in the virtual goggles, we will again track your performance, that how you behave in a real life situations. Like from the previous mission, we did collected the data with the participants when they were doing suturing in one of the very interesting project like Susan created, like a simulated microgravity situation scenario with the where we were performing suturing, and in that situation participants were asked to do it. And since it was the first time for some of the participants to do all those activities, so it was really interesting to see how they behave in their normal life, and but when they are put into stressful condition, how their cognitive skills vary. So this is like I mentioned, that every time whenever the participants stay in isolation, their cognitive skills get affected. So this study is basically to see that how your those skills get affected when you are under isolation. So in pretty much this is what the study about. And again, the time you will be doing mindfulness activities like a meditation and yoga, we will put these headsets on you to see that the time when you are in a calm environment, at that time how your brain is acting. And so we try to get some 3D models of your brain, 3D images of your brain there, which shows that, okay, sometimes the time you're doing meditation, you're happy, you're in a very relaxed mode, some part of your brain, they actually lightens up. So it helps us to know, okay, this part of your brain is active right now, that part of your brain is active, and either, so is it like the stress is more in this area or relaxes more? So it helps us to know the state of the like the mental state of the participant. So this is what the study is basically about. Pretty much as for now, this is what we have. And usually what happens is, like, when participants do this, like these kind of activities for the first time, let's say that a person is not from the medical field like me, I learned suturing and all those things for the first time. And when I'm doing teleanesthesia and telesurgery, all those things, it's like pretty amazing and pretty exciting, but at the same time pretty scary as well. So some people, they get some symptoms of like they're scared or something like that. So and again, the time when you perform these things with the virtual reality, and some people are not useful with the virtual reality, so either they get like vomiting sensation or a little bit of nausea and all those things. So we do have like a survey. So once you finish this study, and then we have yeah, so we try to see that how like, even when you were doing this activity, how much were you be able to to control the events. How was the scenario? It is during when you have the virtual reality goggles on you. So we have a various questions that we ask you based on your performance to see how you react and how was your experience. And on the basis of all these experience, we try to get, like, based on virtual environment, these are the questions related to the virtual environment, the time when you're wearing the headsets and those virtual reality goggles. But some of these questions in the starting, they are just with the natural environment where you are performing in the real time. So there are questions just to compare between these two different studies. And then when you perform this, like I mentioned, that some people like are not used to of wearing those virtual reality goggles, so sometimes they get fatigue, headache, some eye strain. So these are the questions to know, like, does they have any of these kind of symptoms when they were performing in the simulated environment. So pretty much this study is all about to know how your cognitive skills has been affected, or like they get affected when you perform something in isolated environment. Because brain is a very complex structure, so it's very hard for everyone to understand, okay, what's going on in your brain. Sometimes you are affected with the isolated issues, but you are not able to explain it out. These kind of research help us to know, okay, there is something wrong with your brain, that you are either under stress or something, that even in your calm situation you're not able to perform well. So this study is like will help us to know all those different things. I hope you're gonna enjoy this. That headset is really amazing. Since you're not gonna put it for a long time, there's nothing that you're gonna get some sort of strain or something. It is a very light headset, so you're definitely not gonna listen any music out of it. Since I'm saying headset, but at the same time, it is a cool stuff to wear and see. And at the same time, when we are tracking your performance, you can also look at how your stress waves and all these different kind of waves are going at that time. So it's a pretty amazing stuff to actually look and see how you're performing. And so once we have the data from all these different things, then we try to relate to do the different study between the virtual scenarios and the real-time scenarios with that headset, that how the different performances are. So I hope you're gonna like this study, and good luck.